Everybody thinks because of your championships and your relationships with superstars and what you were able to do for other guys, that Carmelo will be a different player this year. How do you hope to impact him, and what do you expect from Carmelo?
I'm going to leave that question up to Derek. I've talked to Carmelo a number of times this summer in the process of going through the contract and the negotiations that we had. And I feel confident that he wants to participate in what we're presenting him. That's why he's here.
Yeah, I mean, I think from a basketball perspective for Carmelo, and I think for a lot of players in this league, I think credibility goes a long way, and I think their respect goes a long way. When you know, we've watched Derek Jeter now for the last 20 years, and his nickname is respect. And so when he walks in the room, there are just certain things that come with that respect. And so, you know, I think for Carmelo and any player, there's a respect and a credibility that comes with those that have done or accomplished successfully what it is that he may want to accomplish. I think there's no question he wants to win. And at the same time, that's why he came back here, because he believes that's possible. I don't believe it was just for the money. He could have gotten quite a bit of money to go anywhere. But I do believe he's confident in not just where we are, but where we can go. And he wants to participate in that, you know, in a very detailed way. So I'm hopeful that we can all kind of collectively, you know, put our talents together to achieve some special things.
Talking about fitting in the system, have you have the chance to talk to Andrea Bargnani, and which way do you think he can fit in the triangle system to become a better player and to help the team, of course?
No, I think Andrea will be great. I think Andrea's a great basketball player, so I don't know if the system will necessarily make him better. He's had some unfortunate situations with some injuries, and you know, he's obviously traded and getting used to a new environment and a new team, but also being traded to a team that was also disjointed and a lot of question marks surrounding the team and some inconsistencies. And so in my conversations with Andrea, he's excited and he's determined to have a really good season. He's looking forward to what it is we're trying to do offensively. A lot of the times that we've spoken has been about what we're going to do on the defensive end. And, you know, he feels good about understanding where we're going defensively. So I think he's looking forward to having a great year. So it's a big year for him individually, as it is for a lot of our players, but that has to fit into the team dynamic. I think Andrea can have a big year, but you know, he wants to be a part of a big team as well, and a good team, and I think we have a chance to do so.
And I think Andrea's taken his role seriously. He's been, like all the other players, this is the most we've seen in terms of 13, 14 guys. Every guy on the team has been up here working out, and Andrea has been a big part of that. And I think he takes what he wants to get accomplished and what we want to get accomplished as a unit very seriously this year.
Steve, a question for you. You came on about this time last year, and that kind of change was a little surprising. And then, you know, the questions about Carmelo, basically this time last year, it just seemed like there were a lot of question marks around the team. Does it feel more stable now? And if so, how much difference can that make?
I think it feels much better now. I think the addition of Phil to the team, I think, adds a different look in terms of creating a culture. I think that was important to Carmelo, and I think it's important to as how we move forward as a unit. So I think there's a lot more stability. I see the sort of rhythm to how we need to build the team. Phil and I have been working well together, so I think it's a good feeling, and I think we're all really excited about where this is going.
Do you think that you have a glut at shooting guard with Tim Hardaway, J.R. Smith, and Iman Shumpert, or are you comfortable with the personnel at that position?
Well, we ended up with maybe five shooting guards after trades and things kind of all filtered down. And so, yeah, we did have a number of shooting guards, but the wonderful thing about having a system of offense is it's the interchangeable parts, as opposed to having a point guard oriented offense where you depend upon one person to organize the offense. So we can do a number of things that can create playing time for players, change lineups. Hopefully if players learn how to organize themselves out there. We think that we have a number of power forwards too, in that situation with Andrea, Amari, Carmelo moving to power forward. So we have, as I mentioned before, quite a bit of depth in this team at multiple spots.
Yeah, I think if we had not been able to make the Sacramento trade, I think we would be concerned about being too stacked and too loaded up at that position. But again, balancing out the roster was something that Phil and I talked about. He stressed the importance of that, and I think we accomplished that with the last deal we made.
I feel very comfortable with how we've developed this roster, how we supported this team in bringing in some talent, and our prospects going forward next year. I think we have total support in doing this. I think that we've got a really good staff of scouts, forward advanced scouts that will bring us back information as we assess, the free agent market next year, the European market, and the college. So we think that, we have a really bright future ahead. This is the year we establish ourselves as a team of a system and a team of how we're going to play basketball together. So that part, I think we're laying down the foundation of a good future. Do you have something to add, Steve, on that?
No, I just think that the idea and the opportunity to really lay a foundation and see how we can move and plan and more on a consistent basis is very different this year, and we look forward to it.